Fundamental rights in Indian democracy. Rights and democracy are inseparable. In democracy, we have certain basic rights: right to vote, right to elect a government, are the basic rights in democracy. Citizens should have right to express political, form political parties and take part in political activities. Right to protect minorities against the oppression of majority. The government should protect its citizens' rights in all circumstances. Fundamental rights are much higher than the government. So that our government cannot violate them. In order to ensure the basic rights of the government, of the citizens, in order to ensure the basic rights of the citizens, our Constitution sets a set of principles to protect its citizens from the arbitrary rule of the individual and the government. These fundamental rights are right to equality, right to freedom of religion, right against exploitation, cultural and educational rights, right to constitutional remedies. Right to equality. Right to equality is one of the 6 fundamental rights. It includes equality before law, prohibition of discrimination, race, gender, caste, place of birth. It also includes equal opportunity in matters of employment, abolition of untouchability and titles, right to live in equal opportunities, treats people to be the same as nobody can get special privileges which will dishonor any individual or a group. Law should neither be arbitrary nor should guarantee privileges. This is an increasingly a positive idea, inferring equal treatment in equal conditions. But in real life application of the principle of equality, all things are considered equal as we would consequently discriminate between individuals who are not similar. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the architect of Indian Constitution, and Gandhiji's intellectual, had the most enduring impact on India, who thought of these practices between the and decisively shaped the relationship between the religion and the politics. The concept of equality wa- uh, which Gandhiji and Dr. Ambedkar inherited from modern Hinduism, which is based on the principle of equality and justice. Our preamble promises to secure social justice, economic and political equality, which shall be available to all the states. Therefore, everyone must have equal access to these rights according to Article 14, which declares protection of law shall be available to all. 13 on the ground of sex, 15 clause 3 women and children. Article 30. For caste-based reservation, Ambedkar back to rethink on quotas. Despite of 50 years of affirmative action for India's most marginalized community, though these policies were initially designed for temporary measures to redress historical wrongs and advance the substantial well-being of marginalized by directly increasing the share of the lower reservation. Article and 29 and 30 conserve its own language and script, language, script, and culture. Article 32 empowers everyone whose rights are being violated. Article 36 to 51 the directive principles of state policy ensures the welfare notion of the state where everyone would have the adequate right to adequate means of livelihood, equal pay for equal work, and protection of health and strength of the worker are all included in the directive principles of state policy which are not enforceable in the court of law. Right to freedom is our second fundamental rights in our constitution. Right to freedom means absence of interference of the individual or the government. But Article 51A Part 4A of the Constitution defines moral obligation of all the citizens to uphold the unity of India. It serves as the reminder to every citizen to observe certain basic norms of democratic conduct as rights and duties are correlated. These fundamental duties are added in Indian Constitution by 42nd Amendment 1976. Originally, they were 10 in number but were increased to 11 by 86th Amendment in 2002, where every parent or a guardian to ensure their child or ward to be provided opportunities of education from 6 to 14 years. Other fundamental duties also obligate its citizens that their rights should be reasonable and so that others' rights are not violated. Therefore, one should make reasonable demands about their rights. These rights are enforceable in the court of law. Funda- fundament right to freedom to guarantees its citizens freedom of speech and expression, freedom to assemble peacefully, form association and union, and to move freely throughout the country. Freedom of speech and expression. Freedom of speech and expression is one of the fundamental rights in our Constitution. It is the lifeblood of democracy. Article 19 ensures everyone has the right to freedom of opinion and expression. It comes with safeguards outlined in the Constitution. It means right to express one's own conviction, opinion freely in words, mouth, writing, printing, pictures, or in any other modes. Freedom to assemble in a peaceful manner means such meetings have to be peaceful and should not lead to any public disorder. Freedom to form association and union. However, one has the freedom to form association and union, but no person shall have shall carry weapons with them. Freedom to move throughout the country, where no person shall be deprived of their personal liberty except according to the procedures